Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a little hanging flower basket. Here we go. This is what it looks like. And that's quite simple to do. So I'll just show you what you're going to need for that. You're going to need some jump rings, two sizes. One, I don't quite know the sizes of these, but as you can see, they kind of go up in size. So you want the smallest one for the chain, and then the next size up to hang the basket. And some bead caps. These are quite pretty little bead caps. These are readily available from eBay. All my things I get from eBay, just so easy. So a nice little bead cap there, and some chain. Try and find really fine chain. And even better would be kind of like the antique goldy effect to make it look a little bit more like worn, old. And some jewellery wire. And this is quite a thicker one, not too thick, but it's quite thick because you want to be able to use that to like bend round to make the appearance of like wrought iron. And some wood. Now you can use a coffee stirrer. I find that ideal. I think that's all. Oh, and obviously your flowers. Now if you're looking to making my flower arrangements, I show you how to make little flowers, and either from, you can use a little tiny paper punchers, or actually buy the flowers themselves. They're from the collection from the model railway bits and bobs that I've got. I wouldn't recommend making them, they were horrible. I had to put each tiny little head of the flower onto the plastic stem. That tried my patience really good and proper, I can tell you. Right, so the first things you're going to do are cut your chain. So to cut your chain evenly, how I do it is I just put it on a head pin and then just look and then just snip it. You're going to want 4 lengths of the same. So, I mean, that is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 links. But depending on the size of your chain. Anyway, you want 4 pieces of those. But I'll tell you what, before we go into making the basket, I'll talk about the actual bracket itself. So like that is the wood. Now I don't know whether you've noticed, but I've cut out, like gnarled it. Like gnarled, there's like a little pattern to make it just like an old-fashioned bracket. And how I did that, my little cutter here, this is ideal, an ideal cutter from eBay, I think it was, ages ago. So get 2 pieces of wood cut to size. See how easy that is. I mean, this is just coffee stirrer, by the way. So cut 2 pieces of wood, and then to make the pattern, get a scalpel and just see if you can, yeah, just check it, and then just cut a little pattern out like that, little nicks. You don't need big thick on each side, mind your fingers. So just chop the ends, just to gnarl the wood like that. And then stick the 2 pieces together. Make 2 pieces up and stick them together and paint them black. Now how I made like the little wrought iron was my jewellery wire. So you try and go for like a letter S, and the only way to really do that is have a practice run. But what I tend to do is wrap it round a pen or something round. So wrap it round one way and then wrap it around another, and then cut it off. This is a bit of practice, this is. So you can see that you've got some curves to go on with. So just get some pliers and follow the kind of natural curvage. Just twist it, but let it go as you want it to, like that. So then turn it around that way. You might have to cut some off and then twist it round the other way, like a figure of 8. So you end up chopping bits off, by the way, but this is just how you can play with getting a bracket. So just flatten it out a bit. So that's how I would make the actual bracket itself, and paint that black and stick that on like that. And then you want another tiny piece, because that's just for that ornament. So then you want another tiny piece there. Make it in the same way, but a bit smaller, and then just stick that up, cut the excess off, and that is to be used as a bracket to actually hold your hanging basket in place, like that. Right, so that's your bracket. Pretty simple, straightforward, quite decorative as well. Right, so then I will show you how to make the basket. What I would suggest is have a look on YouTube on jewellery making, how they actually do the jewellery making, because I'm not an expert at jewelleries, how to make jewellery and stuff. I've had a go. You know, it's something that you pick up along the way, but have a look and you'll get some more ideas, because I'll show you how to make a chandelier in one of my videos. So, right, I'll show you how to make the basket. Right, so get a piece of your chain that you've cut and get one of your smaller jump rings, which is this one, and open it up. You're going to need 2 sets of pliers. Hang on a minute, that's not the jump ring that I want. That's one that I made. Right, let's get a jump ring. Right. So open it up quite wide, but don't stretch it open long ways. Go along the side, but like I say, have a look at any jewellery making channels and they'll show you how to do this properly, because like I say, I'm not that good at this. Right, now look at your basket, well, your bead cap, and try and get it so it's level. I mean, I've already put 4 chains on this, so just clip it over, and well, this is going to catch over onto the next one. Now you see, I've only got 15 minutes to actually show you this, and it can be quite fiddly. So if I switch off in between, and then I'm going to try and show you this one. Right, so put your jump ring on there. See what I mean? Very difficult to... Right, so put that on there. Especially when you're under time and you think, I've got to get this done. It is a bit like trial and error. Right, so now just, without trapping it in any of the decorative bit, just bend that over like that. So now you've got 4 pieces of hanging chain. So before I start adding the chain together, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick my little flower in. Well, I don't know if this works this way. I haven't done it this way before, but it might be a little easier. So stick your flower in. Oops. Stick your flower in, and gather up your larger eye pin. Sorry, jump ring. And now start to evenly put it on your basket, on your chain, shall I say. Kind of open it up a bit more. So always open a jump ring, so I'm told, sideways like that. So now what you want to do is just thread it on your chain, which is easier said than done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to switch off and do this because it takes too long, and I've only got 15 minutes. Now that took forever in a day, so it's a good job I switched off. So that's what I'll do if things get a little bit fiddly. So basically I've threaded it all on the chain, so now I'm going to just close this jump ring up. So that is your basic basket so far. So now you just want to be able to thread it on the little bracket that you've made. So you might have to do a little bit of opening. So you might have to just open this little bracket that you've made. You're right. So open this little bracket that you've made and hook it on. Everything seems to have magnetised all of a sudden. Right, so just hook it on. Like I say, all this is quite fiddly, so take your time to just do things right. Like I've got to try and rush, and it's not always the best thing. So just open that bracket up a bit. If it comes off, you can always open it up and glue it back on. So hook it on. And there you go. I mean, working with chain and jewellery finding bits can be a little bit difficult to do because it is fiddly. Okay then, thanks for joining me. Bye for now.